We welcome you back to the People's Republic of China, where we are about to start the epilogue on women's and men's Pool C action. We're about done. 4 10-minute sprints left until we know who makes it into the quarterfinals on Sunday. Those knockout rounds are looking good. The weather has held up today. It's cooled off a little bit since the sun has gone down. The wind is still winding just a little bit, but it's not bad at all. And look, the women's games we're about to see, I'll tell you right now, the only consequence I can see is the standings in order. They're not going to affect who's going to move on, as France and Poland have already punched their ticket. We'll see Venezuela, Germany, Algeria, and France lace them up in just a few from this beautiful venue in front of the Xiong An Sport Arena. Lights are on, and the moment of the day has come upon us. 4 10-minute games. The women's has kind of already been sorted, but the men's have not been sorted at all. I'll explain all that when we get to it. First, we get a look at what Venezuela and Germany have put on the court so far. Venezuela will come out first. Did we mention they play with 3? They lost Pico to a nasty knee injury. We're wishing her a speedy recovery, of course. And they also have a hobbled Castro. Their record so far at 1 and 2. 2 losses on day 1 of pool play. France and Poland got the better of them in a big way, but they played Algeria earlier and got a dub. They got in the winning column. They got 9 points out of Chile, who just made her way to the court. Machado also had 9. They were ridiculous. They kept going to Chile under the basket. She even sprayed in a couple of 2s. Machado hit 3 long-range shots. Castro was scoreless, but again, hobbled by an ankle injury. Still going strong, the Warrior, but is somewhat ineffective on defense in stages. There's Pico. She's in the stands wearing a large knee brace. We're unsure what the knee injuries really is, but she's been checked out by the medical staff here, rendered unable to go. Now Germany, and I have to say it's been a bit of a disappointing run for the Germans. They got Olympic gold medalist Elisa maybe is on the squad, but so far not so good. A beatdown of Algeria to start their pool play, but then they lost to France. They lost to Poland earlier in the day. 20-18 was that game, as Den Broek and Kreuner make it to the court. Leading scorer in the squad is Sara Poleros. She dropped a cool 10 points in that game. 2 free throws, 8 ones made for Poleros, who continue to score in ways, but because the way the standings look right now, Germany can only get the 2 wins. And as mentioned before, France and Poland have already gotten a 3, so this is the last we'll see of the Deutsch ladies. Both the men and the women for Germany out of the tournament. That is 2 of the top 4 teams, both on the men's and the women's side. German women, of course, just missing out on the bronze medal last year. The men, they picked up a gold. They will not repeat. We already know that. And it's only day 3 here from Xiong An. Action's been crazy all day long. The games have been ridiculous. How about Italy, Argentina before the break? That one was a barn burner. I almost lost my voice screaming to the 21-point finish there. I managed to get some recovery going. I've sipped on some tea, stirred in some honey, and I'm okay. You can hear it, that silky smooth voice. I almost broke it earlier by doing a Michael Jackson impression. I won't be doing that again. There's people here shaking their heads, yes. I won't be doing that again, definitely then. Y'all didn't like it, huh? Anyway, hit us up on socials if you haven't yet, at FIBA 3x3, at FIBA 3x3W. Shout out to the whole social media team. They've been putting in work out here. The highlights have been raining. There've been some cool videos made. Videographers have done their work. Some dope stuff in the hotel with the teams. Cool stuff around the court as well. I've enjoyed it. Who am I? Well, they call me 3x3 the Mountain. Government calls me Boss Rosendahl. And if you want to talk to me, let me know at 3x3 the Mountain. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the games here in Xiong An. Who are you supporting? Who do you think is going to win it? I have no favorites. I'm unbiased, as you know. Anyway, we're about to get sprinting between Germany and Venezuela. These teams have never, ever met up. So, there's a first for everything. We'll see them lace it up on the half court here in a game with no consequences for the standings, but all the consequences for honor. And Germany will start it off. They go right down to the block. Poleros has it. Shares it with marvelous maybes. Down to Poleros. These ladies got some chemistry, I'll tell you that. Machado and can't get it past Kreuner. That's a nice matchup brewing in the paint between Kreuner and Chile. But look at Mabius and Poleros going straight to work. Machado. No awareness there. Shot clock went off. Turnover Venezuela. So go to the Germans. Poleros shares it. Mabius on the move. Spin cycle for Mabius. Throws it backwards. Misses the mark. Machado down to Chile. Chile on the move. Gathers herself. Soft touch on the hook shot. Chile's been putting Poleros. Machado, I mean, is on the floor. Machado, two-hand blocked by Mabius. Skying for that rejection. Den Broek, no. Back to Mabius we go. Big steps. Oh, the Euro. Well, all that sauce, none of the makes. Machado keeps forcing up shots, putting her head down, getting to the cup at will is Machado. Look at the Euro from Machado, then the contact from Mabius, shots good. Venezuela's on the free throw stripe. First foul, Germany. If you've just tuned in and you've heard a very deep voice, that's me. Almost 60 10-minute sprints in. It's still holding up. I sound different than earlier in the week, though, I'll tell you that. Anyway, Kreuner spikes it out to Den Broek. Back to Kreuner under the basket, off the glass, and good. Machado. And Mabius takes over for the Germans. A backwards flip. Beautiful pass from Mabius. And Germany back out in the front. Mabius, eyes in the back of her head, whips that straight to Kreuner. Castro looking for space, but can't squeeze it. They'll go back to Germany, and they'll have a fresh 12 to work with. They're 2 minutes in. Germany's up one, but look at Castro. Gathering herself, picking up that pivot foot, Mabius. Now it's Kreuner with it. They go down to Poleros. Chile's got some long arms though, pokes it out of bounds. The difference between Chile from day one to day two is noticeable. She's really upped her game in absence of Pico. The Germans, though, they keep on going like the Autobahn. Endless buckets for Germany. Castro can't change the score for now. It's Den Broek fading away with a righty hook. Get Germany their 5th point. Mabius out to Den Broek. Opts for a drive this time. Almost trips up, keeps it. 2 on the shot clock. Difficult shot. Is fouled on the play. Frustration showing on the face of Machado. And you wonder, as we've done all day, how much Venezuela has left. They've been playing with 3 for almost the entirety of this tournament. And I would even call it 2.5 with the way Castro's hobbled. She is working as hard as she can. Can't quite put a lot of pressure on that foot though. So somewhat ineffective is Castro. They've had to go on into a full different strategy. It produced a win so far. In case Venezuela win, they also can't make it to the quarterfinals, as they can only get the 2 wins. And as mentioned before, Poland and France had 3 wins. We'll get a rest here. Venezuela will benefit the most, as they must be struggling for oxygen by now. 扫描二维码上传你在雄安体育中心，在 3x3 U23 世界杯上拍下的精彩瞬间。Castro. Chile's opener to the basket, spins free, gathers herself. That hook shot can't beat Poleros. Ten Broek, second attempt. Same spot, same result. 2 misses for Ten Broek. And Venezuela take over. Machado, though, dribbles it off of someone's foot. Oh, she gets the Castro somehow. All right, Machado, I see you. I see you. Hustle on Machado, and to get that past the Castro, then maybe it's stuck halfway in her spin move, but still manages to score. Nimble-footed is Marvelous Mavius. Chile. Polero sticks with her. Ten Broek is left open. Drives past Chile. Ten Broek hangs and hits. But Germany's look good here early. Can Chile or can Venezuela respond? In the name of Chile under the basket. That's what I was going to get to. Ten Broek has been featured heavy in this German offense early in the game. And she delivers again a timeout for Venezuela. They are gasping for air. 0-2 needed. Playing with 3 and 3x3 is one of the hardest things you will ever do. It is called a 10-minute sprint for a reason. And I don't know about y'all, but have you ever tried to sprint for 10 minutes straight? It's no fun. Now this game is fun. The tiredness is going to set in. Fatigue is going to become a factor for the team dressed in the white and purple. Machado looking to shake Mavius. Machado, and a shot clock violation. That ball didn't leave her hand before the shot clock went off. Mavius receives the pass on Poleros this time, but too nonchalant. Now Kreuner lines up a 2-ball. Mavius saves it creatively. Poleros to Kreuner. Kreuner under the basket is smacked. Machado with the foul there. Look at the save from Mavius. My goodness. And then Kreuner bumped on the play. We'll see Amelie Kreuner on the line. Pure on the free throw. Venezuela looking for offense here with Castro pulling up for 2. And not enough on that one. Ten Broek. Long one, just inside the 2-point arc. Don't matter to Ten Broek. That's good. Machado. Blocking foul on Germany. These Venezuelan ladies are putting a lot of pressure on the basket, specifically Machado, as we look back at Ten Broek's mid-range magic. But Machado is fearless. She keeps going to the rack. puts her head down, and Germany forced a foul. Venezuela could pull within 4 here. And they do. ten Broek from range. Well, look at Emilia Carlota ten Broek. See, when they do well, you got to use the full name. ten Broek, special in this one so far. Chile looking for an opportunity over ten Broek. It's snatched from her. The shot clock goes off. Look at ten Broek. All the space she needs to get a 2-ball to swish the nets. Another one for ten Broek. Swishalicious for ten Broek. They keep going to her. And she keeps delivering. Another 2-ball down for young Emilia ten Broek. 7 already in the game. Showing off the long range shots left and right. Doesn't matter where she is on the court. She's going to try to knock them in. Machado. Venezuela has some catching up to do. The foul line might help.
Code, 6 points up Venezuela.
There's Mavius down to Boleros, who's opening the paint. That has worked all tournament long. That 1-2 combination has been lethal for Germany. Unfortunately for them, it hasn't led to enough wins to continue their play. But they're giving it their all here against Venezuela. Up 14-6. Down to Kreuner. Tries to flip it to Polero. She can shoot the 2-ball as well. Not on that occasion. See? Arrow's getting hyped. But Polero's overshoots it. And we've gotten a TV timeout again. Chile sitting down for Venezuela. There's no words needed. They need air. They need to breathe. They're going up against a pair of established players in Boleros and Mavius, the Olympic gold medal winner. There she is. Boleros, a part of the World Cup as well as the Europe Cup team for Germany this year. Mavius was only at the World Cup. Venezuela, they have not made their mark in the 3x3 world just yet. Trying to here, but they're at a disadvantage playing with 3. Boleros, a high arc and 2. Makes elude Germany for a little bit. Get it to ten Broek, I would say. He kicks it to Kreuner. And Boleros, an offensive rebound. Kreuner now behind the 2-point arc. That is pure. So Germany get a couple of makes here, or at least one. Boleros sends that one over the baseline. Amelie Kreuner with the smooth stroke from range. And then Boleros gets her mitts on that. Wilson from Machado, who knocks down a deep 2-ball. ten Broek down to the block. Machado is still trying to put some work in. Venezuela ain't going down without a fight. Chile now to Machado. Oh, no. Look at Machado's heave. A magical shot from Venezuela. They're still in pursuit of Germany, but they're down by 8. Mavius lines up that 2-ball in front of the rim. Venezuela fight for it, and they'll get it. Machado again. This time held up by Mavius. And Machado is gassed. He can't even walk anymore. Hands on her knees, not coming out to play defense. Venezuela dug real deep earlier to get that win. Country pride on the line. And they managed to get one on Algeria. I don't think they're going to get it against Germany here. Mavius is left open. Machado is walking now. She's been going to the basket on every possession, playing physical with Germany, and is rendered almost unable to go. Someone get her a timeout. Please, Germany, do it. She's given her everything and is now spent. Machado backing off Polero. She's seen her in the middle of the paint. Ten Brock. Polero's forces one up, and a foul in Venezuela will get her a chip to the free throw stripe. Polero's one of the better offensive rebounders in the game of 3x3 on the women's end. Averaged 4.5 rebounds at the World Cup, did Poleros. And 6 rebounds per game for her at the Europe Cup. That's not bad at all if you're still young enough to feature in the under-23 event, playing against some senior competition. Chile, they're going to show off that range again. This one no good. Ten Brock. After a hot start, Ten Brock's cooled off some. Mavius trying to find her teammates. Mavius with spin cycle, kicks it out. There's Kroner. She's already hit one. Why not two?
Easy as you like for Memphis.
Couple misses. Mavius to Kroner to Ten Brock. Germany are now just playing gallery basketball. Chile. Why not a two? No gas left in the tank for Venezuela, who've left it all out on the half court, but are outmatched against this Germany squad, both in the amount of players they can put on the floor as well as the amount of 3x3 they can bring. And Mavius says that had enough. She will end it for Germany. They will end their campaign here with a 22-8 victory over a tired, beaten Venezuela. Credits to the ladies, though, for giving it their all without Pico. Picking up a win and some country pride. This Germany just too much for the South Americans. Machado has just enough strength left to leave the court. I bet she's going to sit down the stands right away. Germany ended here at 2-2. They walk off the court together in a sign of the chemistry of this team. 22-8 Germany. Enjoy the highlights before we go to Algeria and France. Stay with us right here.
We've got our eyes to the big screen now and check out all the latest images that have come through the fan wall. Is that a phone number, Tommy? Yeah. Oh, okay. So there, we're going to go. No, they want to play basketball. Oh! Give him a follow. @BillianRoss. @BillianRoss. Instagram. Yeah, give him a follow. Oh, Vanderbilt. Yes, correct. Once again, you can see that QR code on the big screen now and get your beautiful faces on the big screen as well. 看到2个手机已经在扫描二维码了，还有更多的手机吗？坐在我们 MC 台后面的观众，你们手机。好的，互动环节到此告一段落，继续进行精彩的比赛。下一场比赛将在8点25分开始，女子组 C 组的比赛由阿尔及利亚队对阵法国队。3 matches to go. Xiong An on day 3 of the FIBA 3x3 U23 World Cup. Ladies to the court up next to welcome out the final match of Pool C.
One last one then to close out Pool C. It's Algeria and France step into the half court. France are assured of position number 1, pole position in Pool C. With 3 victories so far, Algeria, they're assured of bottom. With no victories, even if they get a dub, they would still be below Venezuela. They come to the court. It's Benada out first, followed by Jihad Mezareb. The Algerian ladies, a 18-14 loss to Venezuela earlier in the day. And Benada led him in, well, not led him in scoring. She was close. Benzaid at 3. And 3 twos for Dua Yahawi. 6 points out of 14 scored. It's left Algeria with 3 losses. Now they go and try to get one against France. This is your team, Algeria. And France come out next. How good have they been? They've been the standard of excellence in pool play, starting their campaign with a 21-7 victory over Venezuela, then a hard-fought 16-11 win over Germany. And coming into the day, they faced off with Poland, who had looked incredible until that game. France put some clamps on it. It was something. Poland couldn't score. They kept the tournament's leading scorer from getting too many points up on the board, and they got that game done 21-11. Prenot at 4. Boucher led him in scoring at 7. Gomis was a dog on defense and scored 5, and Pétour scored 5 as well. A very balanced French team that go by a couple of twos a game. They find each other on cuts, and they got some individual talent that can get to the rack. Look out for Louise Pernot. When she puts her head down, you better get out the way. That sets the table. This game is for naught, in the sense that it's not going to affect the standings. Now, of course, it will be for pride. France, they could get to 4-0 here. Coming out of pool play unblemished. Algeria, of course, could pick up some pride for the country, getting their first win. And I'm sure they'd like to do that against France. It'll be a tough one, though. Algeria so far in 3 games, 25 points scored. France, 58 in 3. As the ladies will get warmed up one more time. These countries, of course, internationally at 3x3 have never met up, as they feature on different continents. Algeria will continue without a medal here. Have not gotten a medal in 3x3. We've gotten close, though. A couple years ago in the Under-17 Africa Cup, they came in 4th. That's their best result on the international stage so far. 6th in the Africa Cup at the seniors level that year as well. Algeria and France. Algeria in the white and green threads. France in the red, white, and mostly blue. How will Algeria contend with the length of Pétour? Will they be able to stick with Renault is the question. Who's going to be guarded by Gomis? Because that person's not going to have a fun game. I'll tell you that right now. Gomis picking up on Ben Zait here with Benata. Good play design by Algeria. A couple of handoffs, but it ended up a miss. France, they swing it. Gomis slips to the basket. No one home for Algeria, but Gomis can't get the layup to go down. Gomis, 2 balls up, and that's money. France open to score here after 30 seconds. Benata trying to answer. Not on that. Now it's Boucher to get it to Pétour. And another 2-ball down for France as Boucher this time showing off the long-range chops. France are trying to get this over with soon, it feels like. Benata, though, has some other thoughts. Up and under move for Benata. But look at France's offense. First it was Gomis, then it was Boucher. And now we'll see Benata on the stripe. And she misses a free throw. But her nose open. She will try it too. That's good as well. Pour deux. In my best/worst French. Renault takes over. It's with Pétour now. Gets a pass from Boucher. That was magical. And that one a miss. Algeria keep it though. Ben Zait, midi, money. Algeria's on the board. They're looking at a 6-point deficit early. Yakiaoui to the rack. It's with France again. They got some quick hands and they keep using it to steal the Wilson. Boucher spinning and winning under the basket. The misdirection on Louise Boucher. France have 9 points after 2 minutes. Really making this a race. Yakiaoui. Oh, beautiful shot. There's Boucher again. She is just pouring it on here. Yakiaoui no good on the 2. Not a lot of defense being played in this one. It's mostly offensive game. Renault towards the rack, flips it backwards, and France have not missed, it feels like. Now it's Benata. Held up by Renault. Boucher's with it again. Down to Pétour. And that will go out of bounds. France has been active early, cutting to the basket. But Yakiaoui comes through with that sweeping hook again. Algeria is now at 2 points. 9 back from the French. Yakiaoui operating. The Hezi Benata. It's got Gomis draped all over her. Benata's held up. That is a blocking foul on Gomis, who's holding their hands up like, what did I do? Well, this is what you did. Got in the way and tripped up Benata. See, they don't get a replay though, so she probably didn't figure that out. First TV timeout in a one-sided affair so far. France has just put their foot in the gas and they're trying to get this game over with quickly. How good has Boucher been? Ooh, she was magical on a couple of passes, has gotten to the rack at will. Knocked down a 2-ball as well. This is Renault with a backwards flip. Pétour. This is the last action. Actually, never mind. That's not the last action. And then Boucher with a misdirection under the basket. Good off the glass. Benata now on the stripe. Fouled in the shot attempt, so a free throw coming up. Boucher will share. Benata with the good hands though. She's got it for Algeria. Looking to move on Bruno. Bruno staying disciplined. Difficult shot for Bernada. Nothing there. With Bruno's defense, Bernada couldn't find that offense. There's Bruno. Boucher, backdoor cut. Bruno, another backwards flip. No good. And Algeria finds some points here. Bernada tries to get it through her teammates. France keep that impossible. The French defense today has been quite something. They have just pounded people, starting with Poland earlier. Benzait can't do it. But starting with Poland earlier and now continuing against Algeria.
Shot call violation called, no block. There by France, they'll take possession again. We're going to extend the lead.
Boucher. One hand shuffle pass down to Paytour. Paytour going to work. And a foul on the play as Benzait took a spill and held up Paytour. Free throws coming up for France. That was foul number 1 on Algeria. Paytour. 12 points, 10-point lead now for the ladies in blue. Les Bleus. They're looking to go out of pool play undefeated. And it's looking like they might just do that. Gameday back on the court. And that offense takes a tad bit too long to develop.
We need some ball and some points here for Algeria. Let's get some energy going here for Algeria.
Foul on the floor on Algeria. Gomis will get it back with a fresh 12. Bruno held up, sticks with it. Gets it to Paytour. Paytour and block. Spins into action. Lefty hook, no good. Gomis this time with the offensive board, and it goes out of bounds. That will go to Algeria, who hold their ground on this one. Benzait gets free to the lane for a lay. Benzait left all alone. Now she has to deal with Paytour. That's not a recipe for success. And she do it again. Benzait. Gameday all the way behind the 2-point arc. Wilson goes to Le Bleu. Paytour held up by Gameday. Still with France, 2 on the shot clock. Boucher has to take one. That is just on the front of the rim. Algeria trying to move the needle here. Going left or right. And a whistle now. France have ran into their 4th foul. So free throws coming up. Jihad Mezaret on the stripe. And all cash on that free throw. Boucher is left wide open though. Out to Gomis.
Too strong.
Mezaret kicks it. Bernada. 3 on the shot clock. Tries to cross back. Bernada can't shake Bruno. Nothing there. Bernada's frustrated. Boucher is open, and well, see, sometimes things just don't click. It happened on that pass. It sails out of bounds for France, who had 2 players wide open, and I think Gomis, she couldn't choose. Benzait off the glass. 6-point Algeria. Bruno. France have not scored on the last couple of possessions here. Ben Zaid with a long-range shot off the glass, and it's good. Yahyaoui over Peitor. How did she squeeze that one through? It feels like France have let their foot off the gas a little bit. Gomes says, nah, I'm out. I'm not with that. 14-7 to score. It's Ben Zaid sharing, but that takes a tad bit too long. Second TV timeout will be had. In a game where France has dominated from the start, slowed down slightly as of late. Against this French defense, Algeria has managed 7 points. But with 3:43 on the clock, they're going to need a miracle if they want to come back in the game and take a victory here. Couple more 2 balls maybe. Let's see if France can change their approach. The last few minutes have been slightly flat. Breno is open, lets one fly. But the long-range shots have eluded France on the last couple of tries. Now they got to deal with Ben Zaid. Ben Zaid, no, stuck. Good defense. Goodness gracious, Breno sticks with Ben Zaid through and through. Gomes gets broken up by a kickball. Fresh 12 for France. Gomes to Peitor. Peitor with the shoulder fake. Gets the rebound again. Lefty hook this time. No good. Another rebound. Peitor eventually. Third time's the charm. You knew that, right? Now Peitor has to deal with Yahyaoui. Kicks to the Ben Zaid, and another shot clock violation. The French defense so far has been bothering Algeria out of possessions. But look at Peitor sticking with it. 2 offensive rebounds and a point for her team. Boucher. Man. Took her to spin class. Yeah, we had another shot clock violation. This is starting to become repetitive. France, they have clamped down. Boucher has shown off her spin move on several occasions now. It's a sight to behold. Gomes gets it. She's on the go. Gomes. Well, she don't miss. And that pass is still going. Miscommunication between Boucher and Breno. Boucher trying to inspire the troops here. Boucher's got it. Just takes it from Algeria. Gomes working on the screen. Breno's open. This pass will get there. Breno can't squeeze the layup. Now Boucher with a little push shot. She even threw the leg backwards. Did you see that? Mezareb. Oh, Mezareb with the quicks. Mezareb. Nice move. Can't finish. Boucher now. 1:40 on the clock in this one. Huge lead for France. Doesn't look like Algeria is going to make a comeback here. A foul now, though, before that shot, so expect that point to not count. Boucher in the tournament so far at 21.6 in this one. But it's been a balanced effort for France. All players have chipped in, both offensively and defensively. That is not cleared. Boucher never stepped outside the two-point arc. So that score also will not count. Look at Boucher. Didn't establish position outside the two-point arc. That's needed before you can play offense in this game. Deep, two ball, Ben Zaid, no. Boucher setting the table for her teammates. Peytour, no one home for Algeria. Peytour continues her dominance in the paint. 19-7. Yahyaoui knows space. Gomis takes over, chucks up a pass. Peytour. This French team's got some chemistry. Pass around quickly. They play some deep. They play hard-nosed defense. They're lengthy. Individual creation as well. Algeria not done yet. They get their 8th point. Boucher also no. 2 turnovers in a row. Algeria cleared. Blocked on the 2 ball has Ben Zaid. Gomis tries to end it. And France get a dub. 4-0 for the French ladies. After another dominant display over Algeria. They led from start to finish. And they started with a 2 for Gomis. And guess what? They end with a 2 for Gomis as well. Shows off the range and says night-night Algeria, as that is the last we've seen of the Algerian ladies. They will leave with an 0-4 record. France will move on to Sunday's games with a 4-0 record. We'll see them again in the knockout rounds, don't worry, and we'll see Algeria one more time in the highlights. Those coming up next before we shift over to men's Pool C action. That on deck in just a second. That pool's still a All right, the results for today. We started, of course, with Pool A, where Japan came up with a couple of wins. Egypt picking up a dub over Chinese Taipei on a miracle shot from Mossad. And Chinese women, they get the dub to make it to day 2. Italy left on the outside. Then we get this Pool C action that we just finished up. Last 2 games, a couple of blowouts for Germany and France. And Venezuela managed to pick up a win over Algeria as well. Poland, Germany, what a way to start this Pool C. That was a heavy hitter. Poland getting the best of the Germans, and because of that, now Germany is out of contention. Today's action has been so good. We get a couple more. We're 18 games deep. 2 more 10-minute sprints on the deck. It's Algeria, Mongolia doing battle with, and then Argentina and Venezuela. These are the standings. Pool A has finished up this morning. Japan flawless. China squeezed through with a loss and 3 wins. Italy again, a very competitive Italy. They played with 1 player for 2 of their games. They get 2 losses, and they are on the outside looking in, as well as Egypt with 1 win, 3 losses. Chinese Taipei, speaking of competitive, they were competitive in every single game they played, but they still don't get a dub. So they'll be left wanting more. They're going to have to wait until next year. Of course, women's Pool C. You see France up there. We just saw them beat Algeria. We're at the bottom at 0-4. France 4-0. Poland also making it. They got the leading scorer in the tournament on the women's side, and that's fueled them to 3 wins. Germany Last year's 4th place Germany with Olympic gold medalist Elisa Mavius at 2-2. They're not going to make it into the knockout rounds. That is very unexpected. Stick with us as we are going to get you introduced to Mongolia and Algeria next in a few seconds. These countries have not picked up a win, or have not played each other. I apologize. It's been a long day. But they've never played each other. It should be an interesting matchup. As Algeria, they're kind of feisty. They still have an opportunity to get in, I believe. But somebody crunch these numbers for me, because Pool C is all kinds of messy. See, these are the things we know. Italy, they got 4 games played. They're done playing. They got 3 wins. I don't know if they're safe, but they got 3 wins. Venezuela got 3 losses, so they are out of contention, but they're still playing. Algeria is at 1 win, 2 losses. Mongolia is at 2 wins, 1 loss. Argentina is at 2 wins, 1 loss. And there are about a million scenarios that could still happen. So I'm not going to explain them to you. Let's just say that both Algeria and Mongolia, they need a W if they want to keep their hopes alive. And they need to score a ton of points as well. Algeria started with a narrow loss to Argentina, then a last-second victory over Venezuela on their first day of pool play as they make it to the court. It was Hadi with the heroics in the Venezuela game. He's joined by Mars Karabi, Nailgi, Mohan Yahyatene, and of course Zaid Yahyaoui. Italy took care of Algeria earlier. That a 21-14 loss to them as Italy just went blazing hot, knocked down a bunch of 2s. That was the fastest game of the tournament so far. It was Hadi to lead Algeria with 7 out of 14 points in that one. They're going to need some more defense if they want to stick with this Mongolia squad, though. Mongolians, 2 wins and a loss. Margaret Renetsetseg will make it to the court first. They beat Italy, lost a close one to Argentina, and then won today over Venezuela 18-15. Of course, Boularoudine Gonsalmon was involved. There he is, 6 points for him. The only 2-ball knockdown. Sed Bazar had 3. Margot had 3. And it was the Mongol Lion who was, I'd say, quiet for his standard. The man averaged 10.5 coming in. He only had 6. Quotation marks on only, because that's a good score. Dulgun Gankuyak makes his way to the court, 2nd leading scorer in the tournament at 27. He's only played 3 games. The one guy ahead of him at 31 has played 4. Could be the leading scorer, but I'm guessing what he'd rather want is to move into the medal rounds. Action's been hot and heavy here in Xiong An all day long, as we've knocked out 18 10-minute sprints so far. 2 more. And everything's on the line in Pool C. Nothing set just yet. Crunch the numbers if you will. Hit us up on the website and check out the tournament, FIBA3x3.com. Bunch of cool articles on there as well. But you can get to the U23 World Cup and look at the pool standings. It's just everywhere. Argentina have a chance to make it to the quarterfinals. Mongolia have a chance to make it to the quarterfinals. I'm guessing in case of a win here, Algeria, if Argentina lose to Venezuela, they might still have a chance based on a bunch of scenarios. I can't wrap my head around it. Where are the big brain people out here? Someone with a large brain explain this. I tried. Nah, I'm kidding. I got a pretty good sight on what's happening here. In case of a Algeria win, it would be a three-way tie, and I think the individual results would match as well, so then it would come down to scores. They're 6 points behind Mongolia, 10 points behind Argentina for now. So Algeria would need a large victory here if they want to stand a chance. Mongolia will start with possession. It's Bola Erdin off the Dulgun screen. He hangs in the air, no good. The Mongolian roaring under the basket, stifled by Karabi. Karabi saves it. It ends up with Bola Erdin. There's Dulgun under the basket. Mongolia opened to score. Hadi with a magical pass. Karabi can't handle it though. Hadi showing out. But it's Dulgun to open the score. The Mongolian has scored 27 in 3 games. Margad under the basket. He's got a mismatch. They're looking to target Hadi here. Yahya Tene. Floaty. Margad's active. He started the last game pretty good with 2 points to open the score for Mongolia. Quiet after that. Tsugudur. Yahya Tene. This Algeria team so shifty. They got 3 ball handlers that can make you drop. It's Hadi, Yahya Tene, as well as, of course, Yahyaoui. Hadi! Oh, shook him out of the screen. Bola Erdin, no. Yahya Tene. Oh, Karabi almost got that. Almost, though. Margad. And steps on the baseline. That's out of bounds. Mongolia with an early 2-point lead. Look at Hadi. Lost him like a bad hike. Flotation device to finish it off, too. Yahyaoui lobs it up to Karabi. Oh, no. Dulgun is open. The bucket will not count. He got bumped before the score. That is the first Algerian foul. Margad, has he? Karabi stuck on Margad, and 5-second violation. Margad guarded tightly by Mars Karabi, who we haven't seen much of in the tournament. Let's be frank here. Karabi so far with 8 points. Has shown his hops on a couple of occasions. Algeria's gone to their short lineup a ton. With Yahya Tene, Yahyaoui, and Hadi on the court. Bola Erdin Gansoman squeezes one to the Mongolian. Mains and all. He scores under the basket. Mongolia is at 3. Yahya Tene loses Margad, but Margad with the good hands sticks with it. This is the 1-2 combination that's led Mongolia to the Nations League. And Margad there with the recovery on that play. Yahyaoui off the glass. A 2 down for Algeria. Bola Erdin splashes back. Yahyaoui, can he do it again? Yes, he can. 3 doubles in a row for Mongolia and Algeria. Now Yahyaoui has to deal with the strength of the Mongol line. He pokes it out. Gets it, well, almost gets it back. Yahya Tene says, you know what, I'll do this myself. Gets locked up on Margad. Yahya Tene to Yahyaoui. Shot clock's almost off. Yahyaoui on the back of the backboard. A 12-second violation. Look at Yahyaoui, though, to step into a bank 2. Yahyaoui held up Tsugudur. And we've gotten to a TV timeout in a 5-5 game. Both teams, again, need a win, and they need a bunch of points on the board. Algeria actually need to beat Mongolia by more than 10 points if they want to even stand a chance in this competition to continue. We'll see whether they can make that happen. They'll have to come down to Hadi and Yahyaoui shooting a bunch of twos. They have shown off their range, specifically Hadi, who is a knockdown two-point shooter. Defensive foul, third on Algeria. A lot of time left in this game for both these teams to put some points up on the board. They try to do that through Tuguldur. Speeds to the rack. Hadi can't keep him from scoring. Now Yahyaoui against the Mongol line. A mean hesitation. Oh, Yahyaoui. That was filthy. Tuguldur on the other side. 2 balls good. We've gotten a couple of scores here, 8-6. Yahyaoui 5 out of Algeria's 6 points. Tuguldur the last one to laugh for the Mongolians. Yahyaoui spinning, fading, no. Hadi with the crazy pass, but no scores. Yahyaoui can't get it to go down. Mongolia without the Mongol line for now. Tuguldur says, I just hit one, why not 2? But the Wilson thought differently. Hadi operating, steps back. Hadi hand in his face. He's on the floor, no call. Yahyaoui Euro stepping. And a push off on Yahyaoui. Yahyaoui here, the miss, and then a push off in the rebound. 4th foul, Algeria. Gankuyar on the floor, fouled by Yahyaoui, who draws the unfavorable matchup to guard Dugun Gankuyar. The man is muscle on muscle. Karabi now makes his way to the court. Algeria had seen enough. They want to put someone with a little bit of size on the Mongol line. Bowler Erdin, splash for Mongolia. If this team can unlock the 2-ball, they stand a chance. Hadi, no. Karabi skies for the board. Big man rebound for Mars Karabi. A kick out. Tuguldur open for 2. Yes, sir. Oh, the Mongolians. They now have an unsportsmanlike foul, but they've looked good in the last couple of minutes here with a bunch of 2-balls splashed. Look at Mars Karabi. That is a man's board. That unsportsmanlike foul will send Dalil Hadi to the stripe. And he can't get the first. Hadi, the leading scorer for Algeria with 20 points so far in 3 games. Has been effective from 2. But in this one, not so much. Gankuyag held up by Karabi. Karabi with the handles too. And almost trips up. Bowler Erdin up to the basket. Basha Yawi. It's handles against handles against handle. Oh! Hadi hangs and hits. That was filthy. Bowler Erdin can't get it to go. Hadi did a Houdini, disappeared on the Mongolians, and then squeezes in the layup. Karabi. Dugun takes over, just snatches it from him. Screening action now for Mongolia. Down to the Mongol Lion. Nothing that could stop that man. He's now become the leading scorer in the tournament on the men's side. Karabi does some back for Algeria, and Dugun wants a 2. Dogo now open under the basket. Pushed in his back. Xiong An has no idea how to handle that much size and strength. Look at Karabi though. Good pass, good finish.
在我们3人的比赛当中，当全队累计犯规次数来到第7次及以上的时候，将会送给对手2次罚篮的机会。
Margad lines up another 2-ball. The Mongols have gotten the scopes unlocked. Xiong An spins, difficult shot, it rolls out. Oh, Margad, another one. Mongolia is taking more shots than a frat boy on Friday. Hadi can't answer for Algeria. It's still with him though. Xiong An tracks it down, kicks it. Karabi from range. No. Chogodur. It's the Mongol line under the basket and a bunch of shooting around him. Man. Xiong An bumps. Good hands by Margad, who takes over. Chogodur, they swing it. Back to Margad, working behind the screen. No one close. Margad. And Dugan can connect on the follow through. Hadi working hard. Ooh, that pass was sick. That pass was sick. Someone get a doctor. Dalil Hadi. That was just mean. Meaner than your ex's pet. Hadi. Y'all never had an ex with a mean pet? All right. A filthy dish, and Karabi finishes it off in style. I'm just wondering if anybody's had an ex with a mean pet. I have. See? I think y'all have too. Margad hangs. Gets it back. Bowler Erdin. Back to Margad, who's been spectacular in this one. 6 points to lead away for Mongolia. Back to Yayawi, who's been a bit quiet, but he's back to it. Yayawi coming through with a 2-ball. Chogodur catches the Wilson, stuck on the baseline, whips it to almost the MC Ben. Margad has been very good in this one. Mongolia closing in on the 21-point mark, which is their shot of making it into the knockout rounds. Shout out to all the people watching, by the way, from Algeria and Mongolia. Big ups to you for supporting your squads. They've thrown it all out there on the half court. Leaving it between the lines. Xiong An hangs and hits. Bowler Erdin. 2 balls have dried up a little bit here for Mongolia. They're looking to end things though. Back to Bowler Erdin. Down to the body shop where Dogun sets up and scores. 1 point away from game is Mongolia. Hadi evades the Mongol line but can't make the layup. He gets it back. Quick transition and Karabi with the smash. Man, Algeria is a fun team to watch, but they are done and through. Mongolia cooked them on the last play. Margad. Oh my God, how good has he been? He was on one, but Karabi hanging on for safety after another filthy dish from Hadi. The Mongolians have a chance. Algeria, now they're done. We know that. Mongolians do have a chance. I'll get you updated on what that chance is after we see some highlights. The final score in this game, 21-15 in favor of the gentleman from the land of the endless blue sky.
coming up. Full speed once again. It'll be Argentina, Venezuela. His hands up. Oh. DJ Xiong An feeling romantic, no? Good love is tonight in Xiong An. Oh. It's karaoke time with no music. Nothing's happening from the deck.
OK， 各位，接下来的这场对决将是由阿根廷队对阵上委内瑞拉队的比赛。我们的比赛马上就要开始了，熊安，请你们准备好你们的声音，准备好你们的热情。
Tip-off for the next and final game of day 3. Not too far away. Argentina beat Venezuela. expect a physical and exciting encounter between these two teams. Argentina looking for their third win. Venezuela chasing their first.
OK，各位，接下来的这场对决将是由阿根廷队对阵上委内瑞拉队，我们的比赛马上就要开始啦！
One more 10-minute sprint to go, and a lot on the line in this one as Argentina and Venezuela meet up in a battle of the South Americas here in Xiong An, China. Man, it is all on the line in this one, and I'll get you the scenarios in just a second. We get to meet Argentina first. They make it to the court with a 2-1 record. A narrow loss earlier against Italy thwarted their hopes of making it right into the quarterfinals after that game. A ridiculous display of shooting in that one. It was insanity down the stretch, just crazy. 5 twos knocked down for the Argentinians, with Maggie hitting a couple, but it was that man who led the way. 8 points for Mazzucchelli, who knows Venezuela, by the way, very well. Played on the under-21 squad for Argentina Nations Leagues. That featured in the same conference as Venezuela did. They're at 2-1. Mongolia is at 3-1. Italy is at 3-1. There could be a 3-way tie forced at the top of pool play here. But Venezuela have something to say about that first. They're not ready to give up yet. 0-3. Have been extremely competitive in all of their games, but it hasn't resulted in W's. They make it to the court, unable to get on into the quarterfinal phase, with Gonzalez and Jordan first. Fulda's out next. They have been a tad bit too physical at times. Lost to Mongolia 18-15 earlier. Aponte showed out with a sick mid-range fadeaway. Almost better than the fade he's got in his head. And Aponte and Fulda led Venezuela in that game against Mongolia with 6 apiece. But again, not enough for them to get in the winning column. They're out of contention. This one's for pride. The results are as follows. Mongolia now at 3-1, as well as Italy. Mongolia have individual result over Italy. In case of a Venezuela win, that's how it will stand. Mongolia and Italy will move on. Argentina, if they pick up a W, it will force a 3-way tie scenario, in which case the Italian men will have beaten the Argentinian men. The Argentinian men will have beaten the Mongolian men, and the Mongolian men will have beaten, well, actually, did I say that correctly? Yes, the Mongolian men will have beaten the Italian men. So individual result will not matter in that case. Then we go to the second tiebreaker, which is points scored. Right now, as it stands, Italy and Mongolia, they're done. Italy's at 79. Mongolia is at 78. So they'll be behind Italy regardless in case of a 3-way tie. Argentina at 61 points still has a 10-minute sprint left. In case of a win for Argentina, they would still need to put up at least more points than Mongolia. And if they want to get in first, more points than Italy, because they're below them in ranking, which is the next tiebreaker. So for Argentina to come in at least second They have to get to 69 points, which means they have to score 18. In case they want to make it to the first place in pool play, which is still a possibility, which would knock out Mongolia, they have to score at least 20 points, actually 19. So, a lot on the line here, specifically in the point score department. Also, of course, Argentina, they need to pick up a win. If not, this is all rendered moot, and we'll get Mongolia and Italy to move on. All right, I'm almost out of breath after that. The scenario is set. The game is ready to go. Your referees in this one, Mila Cavara and Maripir Hull. They'll hold it down. And man, how good has that 1-2 punch for Argentina been? Maggi and Mazzucchelli, inside-outside combination. They got the length, they got the physicality. Let's hope they make it a prettier game than the first 7.5 minutes against Italy, because the first 7.5 minutes were, well, I mean, not repeat what I said back then, but it wasn't great. Last 2.5 minutes was fireworks. That was pure entertainment. Anyway, we get it going with Venezuela in action here. Fulda pulls up for 2 right away. It's not go. Jordan held up by Molina. Uh-oh. Aponte and Frontera. Tangled up a little bit. Referees will discuss who that went out on. It looked like Aponte threw it off Frontera, but now I see Aponte on the free throw line, and a foul given to Argentina. So apparently Frontera fouled, and Aponte was in the shooting motion. All right. And Aponte puts Venezuela on the board. That is actually a 2-point shot that Aponte was attempting. So it will be 2 free throws. Venezuela could go up here early in the game. They do. Jordan is going to be the one to hold it down in the paint for Venezuela against the height and physicality of Argentina. In this case, staves off Molina on 2 attempts. Molina back to Mazzucchelli, who calmly knocks in the mid-range. Continues this spree here, does Mazzucchelli, who featured on that under-21 team. Fulda skips steps and gets fouled. This was an issue for Argentina in their last game. A bit too physical. Venezuela has had that problem all tournament long. Jordan will take a seat. Gonzalez comes in. This is when Venezuela is vulnerable against this sizable team. They have gotten a bunch of free throws early. Fulda, yes. It's Frontera on the move. Frontera down to Molina. Molina up and over Gonzalez. Business-like for Molina. Using that size and that length. Frontera is trying to bother Aponte. Aponte on the move, gives it up. Fulda, another foul on Argentina. Fulda got Maggi up and off his feet. Now he's down. Maggi landed on him. Molina, though, wastes no time. Soft touch off the glass. Hook shot's good. Here, Maggi comes up off his feet. Fulda's hit. Crashes into the boarding. 4th free throw for Venezuela early in this contest. Argentina has been a bit undisciplined with their fouls. That one ends up a miss. Mazzucchelli has it against Gonzalez. Gets a screen from Maggi. Mazzucchelli working. Wants another one. To his right hand, Mazzucchelli hanging and hitting. The skill this kid has finishing around the basket is incredible. Fulda didn't fool Maggi on that one. Jordan, he will try one. And a blocking foul as Argentina now pick up their 4th. They haven't even been playing for a minute and a half. and they are already in foul trouble. Another couple of free throws, or a single free throw coming up in this case for Jordan. Argentina work it around. They're 1 point behind. Frontera changes that. They're now tied. Mazzucchelli now working it into Maggie. Maggie has possession. You can see the tension on the faces for the Argentinian players. They know what's at stake here. After a 2-0 start in pool play, now they're kind of on the ropes. They need his dub. Chair pulled. It ends up with Maggie, who showed out the reins in that last game. This time, no. Mazzucchelli, yes. He's been spectacular for Argentina. Now gets to the rack. Foul, and the finish for Mazzucchelli. A strong take here. Quick pass. Mazzucchelli gets it to go down under the basket. And Argentina now hold their lead. 6-4 it stands after 2 minutes in a battle for, well, I don't want to say supremacy in South America, but at least pride. Fulda. Kelly stays with him. He's stuck on the baseline. Has to kick it out. Aponte has it. Midi pull up. Pure. Quick kick out. Frontera's open. 2-ball, no good. Oh, he lost him. Can't finish the play though. A nasty crossover leads to absolutely nothing for Venezuela.
2.5 minutes gone.
Maggie, chairs pulled again. Fulda is so good at that. We've seen it now a couple of times where he just jumps backwards. Big guy's looking for contact. Fulda here looking for contact. That ends up an Argentinian foul again. They have struggled to contain Fulda. Here jumps into the arms of Molina. And it's not a love ballot. Instead, it's a trip to the free throw line. Did you get that, jumping into his arms? I don't know. I thought it was fun. Anyway. Fulda ties the game up at 6. Mazzucchelli on the move, steps into a 2-ball. A whistle on the floor before that, though. That's a foul on Venezuela. Their third. Maggie doing a dance in the paint. That's pure. Fulda can't squeeze it against Molina. Quick hands on Molina. Carving out some space now against Fulda. Pulled down. And as expected, this one is heavy on the physicality. 9 fouls so far in a 7-6 game. We've gotten to our first TV timeout. Now, if you've just tuned in, first of all, why are you late? Second of all, these are the stakes. When they win, Argentina can make it into the quarterfinals. They do have to score 18 points or more. On a loss, both these teams will shake hands and be on vacation out here in the People's Republic of China. Frontera against Ponte. Mazzucchelli in the paint, hangs and hits on Gonzalez. Argentina have a mismatch on almost every position. But speed, well, speed kills. Look at Gonzalez. Gonzalez crossing left to right, the up and under as well. While Argentina might have the size advantage, they don't. They might not have the chops to stick with Venezuela speed-wise. Maki held up in the paint, gets a rebound, puts it back up and in. Size does help. Difficult shot up Ponte, no good. Frontera comes away with it. Frontera's got a bunch of rebounds today, and he's got the quickies too. He's got the quickies too. A 3-point lead now for Argentina. And that kick out almost ends up with me. Frontera showing out with the speed, getting to the rim. Now it's Mazzucchelli going straight at full. The Mazzucchelli has not been stopped today. Now it's Aponte with it. Hounded by Frontera. Ponte turns, spins, and hits. This game of 3x3 between these two teams is a beautiful dance, and Magi can't add a step. Full da. No. Foul on the floor. And teams are tied at 5 fouls apiece. Look at Aponte though. The fake, the spin. That man was out there dancing to Joropo. Mazzucchelli. Good finish from Mazzucchelli. So crafty around the rim. His team now has a 4-point lead. Fulda can't change that, and now a foul on the floor.
Foul off the ball in the contest for the rebound against Venezuela. 16 fouls out for Venezuela. None left to give. -6 on the clock.
Mazzucchelli has 7 points in this one. He's been good today. We're going to start calling him the Mazzucchelli. Big thanks to Trushka for that one. Ponte looking for an opportunity against Frontera. No good. Disciplined defense. Frontera kept his hands up, then gets bumped by Ponte. No call. Frontera now kicks it out. Mazzucchelli on the move. And the Mazzucchelli strikes again. Magi toes on the line. That would have been a 1. Instead, it's a 0. But Argentina hold a 4-point lead and are inching closer to that 18th point that they need to knock out Mongolia. Look at Mazzucchelli though, the soft finger roll. And then a quick take by Fulda. Magi against Gonzalez. Jordan comes in for some help side. That stifles Magi. Gonzalez now looking to operate. Jab, cross, no. Magi, not enough up to get to that one. Now it's Fulda on the rack attack. Fulda with the Euro. Jordan with the finish. Lob pass into Molina's snuffed out. Venezuela trying to mount a comeback here. Jordan with the strength. Well, got stuck there. See, sometimes that happens. Jordan with the spin move. Pushed on the play, and then, TV timeout, less than 4 minutes ago in a 13-10 contest. The Mongolian men looking on in fear as Argentina have 4 minutes to get to 5 points and a win. Of course, they need a win. Meanwhile, Venezuela have now started to clamp down a little bit. They are looking to spoil the party for their fellow South Americans. It will be Venezuela with possession. They go with Gonzalez and Jordan as well as Fulda. Argentina go with Maggi, Mazzucchelli, and Molina. Their tallest lineup. Fulda taking advantage with that 2-ball. No one close, no contest. Mazzucchelli operating on Jordan. Mazzucchelli with the cross. Mazzucchelli, that one no good. Good defense on Jordan, sticking with Mazzucchelli all the way. And then, well, he throws it out of bounds. See, what had happened was, he was trying to pass it, and then, he got distracted by something in the crowd, I think, and throws it away. So it will be back to Argentina now. Frontera back out in the court. Mazzucchelli will take a seat. Frontera with a quick cross. That is filth. Just yuck. Aponte, mid-range jumper is off the mark. Maggi controls the pace. Frontera wants to get one. Making another pass out of bounds here on Venezuela. Couple of miscues on Venezuela. Meanwhile, Frontera gets to the front of the rim. Molina working around Gonzalez. That shot is too much. Gonzalez on Frontera. Gonzalez spins away. Good bucket for Gonzalez. It's a 1-point game. Mazzucchelli to Molina. Molina now. Lost Gonzalez. Gonzalez waiting. Wants to operate. That cross is nasty. Yuck. Gonzalez out here crossing people off the map, but Frontera gets a 2, and Argentina 1 point away in case of a win. Frontera with that 2 from the corner. All threads. And Argentina, they hold a 3-point lead and are so close to punch a ticket into the quarters. Molina's on the bench for them. Small lineup on the court for Venezuela. Aponte has not been as effective. Fulda, he is effective on that one. Almost snatches it from Maggi. Maggi now on the move to the basket. He's wrapped up the foul and the bucket for Argentina. Maggi strong under the basket. That is the 18th point for Alejo Mahi. And he will go to the stripe for 2 more. Gets his team potentially to 20 points, which means they could end the game. And again, they need a win, but if they do, they are in the clear now. Virtually at this point, Mongolia is out of contention. 3 points for Maggi in this game. Make that 4. Argentina 2 points away. Fulda, sauce it and cross it. Oh my word, and then a technical foul. Fulda is mad at his team. Look at this. X'd him like Professor Xavier. Yuck. Spin cycle for Fulda after the cross. Hope there's some X-Men fans out there. Maggi. That is pure. Now Argentina is at 20. They need a point, they get possession. Can they make it into the knockout rounds? Everything's on the line right here. Argentina, they get it to Maggi. Mazzucchelli's on the court, Maggi's on the drive. Maggi big steps, there's a block on the play. Mazzucchelli sticks with it, and Argentina, they make it into the knockout rounds in a shocking result in pool play. Oh, wow, Argentina, what a display of strength and discipline in this one. Kept with it all game. First it's Maggi, he gets fouled, no whistle, and then Mazzucchelli with the kill shot. Venezuela, they were already done. They lose. but he also shoots Mongolia out of the tournament with that one. Argentina make it to the knockout rounds here in Xiong An. What a result. The fellas are happy, you can tell. A sizable squad. They've played formidable. 2 wins on day 1. A loss to start today's action put a wrench in their plans, but they come up big when it matters most. Argentina stand up. No crying for Argentina in this one. As they move on to Sunday, they end their pool play with 3 wins and a loss. We'll get you the standings in just a second, but watch the highlights in this one. It was a good one to close the day. Check it out. Man, oh man, what a day of action. Men's Pool A got us started. Germany, they made a push, but they come up short in a 3-way tie. We saw Lithuania pick up a couple of L's. Croatia, man, how good have they been? 2 W's on the day. They have no losses yet. They have looked in control. Then we got Men's Pool C out of the way. Italy got us started. They pushed for 2 wins, and look, I think they pushed into the quarterfinals here. Venezuela, of course, no wins. And it was down to the wire in the last 2 games. Mongolia, they got to 21. Argentina needed to get to 18 to get them out of the tournament. They did. They picked up a win against Venezuela. That leaves us with the following results in pool play. Men's Pool A and C, of course. We'll take a look at Pool A first. Croatia 4-0. A 3-way tie in the middle of that pool. Poland, Germany, and Lithuania. And by favor of points scored, you can see on the right-hand side, Lithuania the most, 66. They move on to the knockout rounds. Iran, of course, out with no wins, even though they were highly competitive. Pool C just got wrapped up. So we'll see those results here. Argentina actually make it out first in the pool. 3 wins, 1 loss. Italy, based on the individual score, out next, and Mongolia 1 point short. 1 point short of the knockout rounds for the Mongol line. We won't be seeing them again, as well as Algeria, who was fun to watch, and Venezuela, who put a lot of effort in. But hey, we won't be seeing them again. What you will be seeing, or hearing at least, is me tomorrow morning, bright and early. Set your alarm clocks. Another day of crazy action from Xiong An. We will return at 10 a.m. local time for 20 more 10-minute sprints. Be there, or else I'll come find you.